After a week and a half of surfing and sailing down the Baja coast with our crew, it was time to push on and get our crew members down to Cabo to catch their flight. We had just gotten lobster from a local fisherman, and it was time to leave the surf breaks to sail south.
My son John was tall and slim, and he had a leg for every limb. But now he's got no legs at all, for he ran a race with a cannonball. Timmy Roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy Roo-dum-da. Well, were you drunk or were you blind when you left your two fine legs behind? Or was it sailing on the sea when your two fine legs right down to the knees? Timmy Roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy Roo-dum-da.
Why does it keep zooming in?
Dad cam.
Dad cam.
This thing was born to dad cam.
Yeah, it's doing it again. It just auto zooms in. We are just cruising across the bay out of our last anchorage at Rosarito. It's gonna be an overnight sail as we head to Ascension. And right before we left, we had some fishermen come by in a panga and they sold us some lobster. And all they wanted was some candy or cigarettes. Fortunately, we couldn't do cigarettes, but thanks to Ty, we've got a lot of candy on board, so.
Yeah, who knew I'd come in?
Yeah.
So handy. Handy with the candy.
Ty's choice of snacks came in handy. Okay, you've been on board a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah, were you expecting that has happened, and what has been different than what you're expecting?
I expected seas to be a little rougher. I was expecting it to be crazier than it has, and it's been quite fun and mellow and like chill the whole time. It's not like crazy mellow, but it's just been like more enjoyable than I thought. It's definitely harder to do things than I thought. Like cooking is just a little bit more of a task, or walking around is a bit more of a task. But I found it actually super enjoyable the whole time. And what was the other question? Like, what's a surprise?
Or what were you oh my god, I saw a huge fish just jump.
No. Whoa!
Right beside the hoochie? Or what?
Yeah. that came like quite a few feet out of the water, like a good 5 feet out of the water.
Oh. It's a sign.
Get a plug out there.
Jesus.
The other question, like, what were you expecting? I guess like the opposite question, like anything that's happened that you're expecting, or like that's kind of a boring question.
Is there something you're expecting that hasn't happened?
That's a better question.
But that's a sad question.
Yeah.
No, like I definitely thought. No, not really. If anything, everything's been more than I expected. Like we've gotten to surf, but then we've gotten to see beautiful things. I think what kind of I knew it'd be crazy beautiful, but just like seeing the sunsets the way they've been, the sunrises, like every minute, and then we're like watching dolphins swim past, and every time someone asks me like, how's the trip going? I'm like, it's so hard to explain. It's like the prettiest thing I've ever experienced, you know? And even like night watches are not bad. They're like kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. I expected to get more waves myself, maybe. That's what I've been expecting.
The surf part?
Yeah, the surf part. I was like way more excited to just get really good waves, and I've been crushed by some of these waves a little more. Actually, I know what it is. I felt like coming from a boat side, it would be way easier to see waves.
Right.
In my head, I was like, oh, we're going to be able to scope shit way better than everyone else. And then I realized it's actually way harder to tell like where waves even are, or like, you know, I thought it's just hard to see them sometimes.
And then
until we get in the dinghy, then we're like, oh, they're peeling this way, you know. But it's way harder to tell from behind. So that's maybe something I expected we would get more of.
Yeah.
Like these secret waves, even though we kind of did get that one.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. Yeah. Felt special.
It's just a little more hit and miss, maybe, when we have to go from behind. It's harder to see.
That's part of like sailing on a timeline too. It's like, well,
like if we could wait at the wall for a week,
then,
we would catch everything perfectly, you know, and watch it. But we've been able to just go to a place for like a day or two and then have to keep trucking.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh.
What are you trying to catch?
Well, we want some yellowfin. We want a 50-pound piece of fish.
50 pounds?
50?
Are you reeling it in?
We have no gap hook, so I don't know how we're gonna get it on board.
We're gonna have to like start
the-
a keg or
The
something.
anchor weighs 50 pounds and Kayleen just one-hands it up. So that's what we'll go for.
Kayleen's got
We got the Gatorade bottle to reel in the yellowfin, and it should be no problem.
Oh, I have another one.
You have another
I have another one. I didn't expect the food to be this damn good the whole trip. And
Yeah.
it's been next level. Like, we could be charging money for our meals, you know? And I was expecting, like, Katie the whole time.
I keep saying don't get used to it, but then like
I know, but we just keep
Shit,
catching
we got
lobster.
lobster.
And now, like, fucking bringing in a yellowtail for sure.
Dinner tonight.
I didn't expect the food to be good.
Nice.
Having crew aboard to share the journey with, we found has positively changed our experiences on board. Teaching our way of life and watching our crew learn how to sail has brought a lot of joy to the journey.
This guy's name is Frank.
Frankie.
Peace, dude.
Frank, the
Peace, Frank.
Frank, the tank.
Thanks for your life and love. What's this guy's name?
Jumanji.
That's a
Or
that's a
Jeremy.
game.
But Jer for short.
Yeah.
Ascension.
Ascension.
Ascension. Ascension.
Who knows?
Okay.
I just thought of one.
Question for T then.
Okay.
What has surprised you so far after a week aboard? And
Yeah.
what was the other question? Oh, what were you expecting that hasn't happened?
I think what I was expecting that hasn't happened was that we'd just be flying, going at a speed that's incapable sailboats cannot travel at. I think that was my perception of sailing, was that you just flew around.
Maybe if we had a cat.
Yeah, maybe with a different vessel, but I think that was where my expectation was not reality.
Okay.
But I think what surprised me maybe was like just how like this is a mellow sail. This is a mellow one, and we'll be like cranked over just because the sails are out, and you guys are just like chilling. Like this is like the chillest thing ever. You know, like I could, you know, it's an adjustment or a slight adjustment as a landlubber, and to see like what you guys might think is actually extreme, like that would be on another level. So that surprised me.
Well, bit of change of plans. We are now headed over to Cedros Island, where there's a little community and apparently a little anchorage. As we were approaching the passage between Natividad Island and the point, Tristan actually zoomed in on Navionics super far and found out that there's this little note, a little asterisk saying that only to be navigated with local knowledge, and that there's a ton of crab traps, lobster pots everywhere, and not to do it at night. And here we are at night, so we've kind of thought we better not push our luck, and we're heading into Anchorage, even though it's going to set us back quite a few hours, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
I think it's worth noting that we had a wicked sail today. Yeah, cruising across the whole bay all day, averaging 6.5 knots, and it was a great day, so there's no point. We kind of weighed the options, had a little vote, and there's just no point risking it after a wicked day, a wicked surf.
Tristan, does this mean you've graduated from Greenhorn?
You know, to have a bit of input into the plan, I think I might have earned my yellow belt of sailing tonight, perhaps, or yellow stripe on my white belt, maybe. So Feels really good.
Good.
Your
Wear
first stripe.
wear it with pride.
Yeah. You'll see me with a new belt on tomorrow. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a good catch. That's a great catch.
We're like half an hour out here. I'm gonna anchor overnight. The last couple hours we've been killing time playing games. Current game is Barrel or Nah. And it's saying your opinion on a controversial topic. So let's hear what the Barrel or Nah is. Okay, give me your Barrel or Nah.
Oh, barrel or not, making the safe decision.
Oh. T, what's your opinion?
You know, sometimes I think not making the safe decision can be just a little too safe, and it can be not a barrel at all, like a full closeout. When you should just go for it to try to get the real barrel, but
Should have sent it.
I think tonight it's proving to be a full barrel.
I think as we get older and lose more limbs and teeth and
Brain cells.
brain cells after a life of not making safe decisions, we're really starting to find some barrel in safer decisions. I think this is the right call tonight for sure. It's not even that this is the safe decision, it's just the smart decision. But yeah, I guess
You wrap that one up.
it's got to be barrel on safe decisions, but like, don't let safety get in the way of a good time sometimes. I don't know. Yeah. You gotta find a nice balance.
Okay, good one, good one.
The only thing I would think is maybe.
Hello, it's me again. It's 5 a.m. We just weighed anchor. Just awoken to the sound of Ben's beautiful voice on the VHF. Yeah, it's gonna be good to be navigating through these channels in the daylight. So let's do it. Just sipping my coffee and waking up here. I'll probably fall back to sleep pretty soon. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna do coffee, but when you're looking for lobster traps, you wanna be wide awake. Well, we should be going more downwind, I thought, but
Yeah. We're still at 5.4 knots. We're doing good.
okay. That's great. Get
You like
palm
this
set
course
up.
better?
Yeah, I might
Good.
ditch the pole.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check the weather.
Okay.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really want to head this far out.
Yeah. You want me to turn a little bit more port?
Once I get rid of the pole, we will.
Okay.
Right. What happened?
Well, classic trying to race Ben and Allie and about to throw up the spinnaker because the wind's starting to fill in from behind. When I was prepping it and I noticed this big old hole in it.
Oh shit.
I don't really know what happened, but it's been sitting on the deck. We just don't really have a good spot for it. And I think it might have snagged something. The lid came off of the bag, and luckily the spinnaker came with the pole for $200.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna try and repair it, but for now we'll keep the engine on and
Yep.
keep the speed up with our third sail.
We're kind of running low on time. We're pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta get Kate and T back to the airport, and you know the old give the sailor a timeline, and
Yep.
things get a little stressful. Not stressful, but it definitely puts a little pressure on.
Yep.
Luckily, the weather looks okay for the next 2 days, just light winds, so lots of motoring ahead of us.
Yep. We owe them lots of gas money. Oops.
Okay, this one's for Lou. Lou's a friend in Victoria who helped us before we left put together a little sail repair kit, including some blue tape for our spinnaker. Thanks, Lou. I'm gonna see what I can do for this big ol' hole. I think this spinnaker might have more tape on it than it does sail at this point. Let's see if it will work.
The wind completely died, so we decided to make pina coladas and unfortunately didn't get to test out the spinnaker, but no complaints here.
Okay, we're nearing, how do you say it? Ascension?
Asuncion.
We are nearing Ascension, and this is our last stop basically before we get to Cabo. We're running out of time, and this is basically our only chance to get fuel before we head all the way down. So we just topped up our tanks with our 2 jerry cans, and then Ty managed to get some beta on a guy named Larry. Ty found his phone number, Navionics sent him a message, and he's busy tomorrow. We don't really have that much time to wait, so what a guy, what a legend. He's getting us fuel tonight, and he's meeting us on his boat with some fuel, and we're gonna siphon it into our tanks. So.
Hey Larry.
I'm Larry Espinosa.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Tyler.
Luckily, Larry was able to pull through, and we managed to siphon in 60 gallons of diesel. We even learned some new siphon skills along the way. Thanks, Larry.
Whoa, we got it. Thanks, Larry, for the tips.
Is this 25 liter or 20 liter? 20.
Okay.
Perfect. Got it. It's low?
The 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it?
It's more
Okay,
it's
T,
more
we'll
hard.
just throw the last bit. Oh, yeah, no, like sand dunes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which way does the wind blow?
Okay, another early-ish morning, but not that early because we needed a little sleep in. Heading over to the surf before we head out for our 3-day sail down to Cabo. We managed to fuel up from our guy Larry last night, and we didn't get food, but we'll survive with what we've got. It's just not going to be quite as glamorous as the lobster and abalone that we've been having. But hopefully we catch some fish. Now let's go catch some surf.
It's not really offshore though.
Well, this. I'm not committing yet. Sails are up. We're headed to the next point because it was looking a little gnarly for us kooks. Ty was game, but
He's ready.
he's not gonna get destroyed out there by himself. So
None of us could save him.
Yeah, we could. Let's see if we can find something a little friendlier.
Bean's gonna be sad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bean. I gotta go.
But the surf was getting too wind affected, and we decided to take advantage of the breeze and keep on sailing.
Okay, Okay, it's been 13 days since our last showers. We're all feeling a little greasy. Been in the water, the salt water at least, but definitely time for some shampoo.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put our cockpit shower to use while we're just motoring in this flat calm today. Time for some self-care.
Yeah. Feeling absolutely greasy. I feel like my hair is, I don't even know, it feels like slimy.
Ew.
I can't wait to shower.
Okay, here's your before.
This is my before. I'm gonna come out like a Maybelline model after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So fresh and yeah, right now.
Never felt better.
I made cookies, but I made it so hot in here with the oven and the engine going. Just got a fan pointed on me. Well, it's our last night shift. We should be arriving in Cabo first light tomorrow. And sounds like we're headed to surf spot right away. Get one last surf in before Kate and Tristan pack it up to go home.
I'm really happy about last night shift, obviously, but I'm sad to leave.
Oh.
Because I know once we're gone, it's just not happening. You know, it's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. Or maybe we'll come
Wait
back.
for the catamaran trip though.
Yeah, true. Maybe we proved ourselves a good enough crew that you will like want us back.
We'll have to buy tickets
No.
for the catamaran trip.
To your fancy resort next time.
Yeah. Got a whiff of land. Smells super sweet. Definitely smells like Mexico. I think this is gonna be a little overwhelming being in the city again. Big city at that. A little bit different than trading candy for lobster and being the only ones on a surf break.
First things first, we go surfing. Ooh, let's find out what this 28-degree water's like.
Oh.
I just got soaked.
It's fucking warm.
Is it warm?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And salty.
On this side or on that side?
Get some!
Love you! Come on here!
I'm gonna watch first. Well, we went to go start Carlos this morning to take us to the surf break, and it just won't start. There was oil everywhere, so maybe that's the gear oil. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out right now. Ty needed to go surf. They went and paddled in, and I'm seeing if I can come up with a solution, because we're at anchor for the next 5 days, and we need to be able to get into the dinghy dock and drop these guys off the airport, go to the port captain's, restock on food. We need our dinghy for that, so hopefully we have what we need to figure it out. Fingers crossed.
After some mucking around, a call with my dad, and some wrenching, I ended up pulling out the spark plugs, and Ty ended up cleaning out the cylinder with some brake cleaner. Luckily, the spark plugs were in good shape, and Carlos lives on.
This feels pretty surreal.
If you've enjoyed our content and videos, please don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to keep up to date with real-time updates and some big news, you can find us on Patreon. Patreon.com/allaboutspray. See you next time.